Is Jonathan Taylor, the star running back for the Indianapolis Colts, really unfit to play, or is he holding out for a bigger payday? From trade rumors to potential suspensions, there's a whirlwind of controversy surrounding one of the NFL's top rushers. Taylor's absence from the first 4 games due to ankle surgery has raised eyebrows, especially when insiders claim that he's physically ready to play. Is he using his injury as leverage for contract negotiations? Don't miss any updates on this unfolding drama. Hit that subscribe button now to keep tabs on Jonathan Taylor and all the behind-the-scenes action. Before Tuesday's 4 p.m. deadline for cutting team rosters down to 53 players, the Indianapolis Colts considered trading their star running back. However, the team's general manager, Chris Ballard, didn't get the offer he was looking for. Insider information reveals that no team was willing to give up a first-round draft pick or anything close to that for the player. In fact, not even a second-round pick was on the table in any of the offers for him. In Indianapolis, the team's manager, Chris Ballard, is being pretty straightforward about what's going on with the Colts and their star player, Jonathan Taylor. But even after the Tuesday deadline, things between the team and Taylor are far from settled. The situation is still tense, and there's even a possibility that Taylor could be suspended. So, what happens next is still up in the air. Jonathan Taylor won't be playing in the first game of the season on September 10th against Jacksonville, or the 3 games that follow. He's recovering from ankle surgery he had on January 25th. Because of this, he's on a special list that means he has to miss at least 4 games, but he'll still get paid. The earliest he can come back is on October 8th, when the team plays against the Tennessee Titans. At that point, things could get even more complicated. Inside sources say that the Colts think Taylor is actually fit to play. They believe he's purposely sitting out because he's upset that the team hasn't offered him a new contract. When training camp started in late July, the medical team also thought Taylor was ready to play. Despite this, Taylor missed all the team's off-season workouts and didn't pass a health check before camp started. He's now in the last year of his first contract with the team and is supposed to earn $4.3 million this season. The team might eventually insist that Taylor take another health check to prove he's fit to play. The Colts still believe he's recovered from his surgery, although they admit he might not be in top shape yet. If Taylor keeps saying his ankle isn't fully healed and refuses the health check, the team has the option to suspend him without pay. They've done something like this before. In 1991, they suspended another running back, Eric Dickerson, for similar reasons. The Colts agree that Taylor hurt his right ankle with a serious sprain last October. This injury gave him trouble for the rest of the season and ended up putting him on a list of injured players. He couldn't play in 6 games, including the last 3. On January 25th, a specialist named Robert Anderson had surgery to clean up the damaged area in Green Bay. A few days after the surgery, Taylor said things were looking up. Taylor talked to the NFL Network and said his ankle had a lot of old damage. He decided it was finally time to clean it up and fix it properly. He said, "I had the time to make sure it's all good now. I'm completely ready to play. That's the best thing." Usually, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to recover from this kind of surgery. People have been saying that the Miami Dolphins and another team were really interested in getting Taylor, but the Colts made it clear on Tuesday that they won't let him go unless they get a really good offer. Things started to go south between Taylor and the Colts earlier this year. That's when they told him that even though he was the top rusher in the NFL in 2021, they weren't going to extend his contract. Taylor is in the last year of his first contract with the team and is supposed to make $4.3 million this season. Taylor asked to be traded to another team, but Jim Irsay, the Colts owner, immediately shot down that idea. They had a 1-hour talk in Irsay's fancy motorhome on July 29th at a sports facility in Westfield. After the talk, Irsay made it very clear in an interview with Fox 59. He said, "We're definitely not trading Jonathan Taylor. Not now and not in the future. That's for sure." On August 21st, the Colts told Taylor he could look for another team to trade him. They gave him until the next Tuesday, the day NFL teams have to finalize their rosters, to make it happen. This is just another twist in a relationship that used to be good but has been going downhill. Now, Taylor and the Colts have to figure out how to work together, at least until the NFL's final chance to make trades on October 31st. The team had high hopes for Taylor. They thought he would do great, especially playing alongside their new quarterback, Anthony Richardson, under their new coach, Shane Steichen. Picture this: a team's defense coach trying to plan against a really big and fast new quarterback named Richardson and a super fast running back named Taylor. That would be really hard to do. During the player draft, the Colts owner Irsay said they wanted to make an amazing team with Richardson and Taylor playing together. Taylor is only 24 years old and had an amazing season just 2 years ago, making him one of the best running backs the Colts have ever had. In 2021, he was named to the All-Pro First Team because he led the entire NFL in rushing. He set a new team record with 1,811 rushing yards and was the best in the league with 2,171 total yards from running and catching passes. Over 3 seasons and 43 games, Taylor has run for a total of 3,841 yards, making him the 10th best in the history of the Colts. He's also scored 33 touchdowns. His average of 5.1 yards per carry is not just a team record, but also the best average for any running back in their first 3 NFL seasons. Taylor has set other records too, like running for 253 yards in a game against Jacksonville in his first season and scoring 5 touchdowns in a single game against Buffalo in 2021. Before things got messy, people thought the Colts would give Taylor a new, longer contract. After a terrible season where the Colts won only 4 out of 17 games, the team's manager, Ballard, was asked if it made sense to keep Taylor or any player with a new contract. Ballard's answer was pretty straightforward. He said that for great players, yes, it does make sense to keep them. He didn't give details about what they were planning to do with Taylor's contract, but he did say that when a player is exceptional, it's worth it. When the offseason started in April, Taylor spoke to reporters and seemed okay with whatever the team would decide about his contract. He said, "I have a contract for 4 years. I signed it, and they signed it too. We both made a promise." But it seems like the Colts changed their mind about treating Taylor the same way they treated some other players, like Shaquille Leonard, Braden Smith, Grover Stewart, and Nyheim Hines. Initially, it looked like they would give him a new contract like they did with those players. But now it's not so clear. Thank you for watching today's video on the enigmatic situation between Jonathan Taylor and the Indianapolis Colts. Do you think Taylor is genuinely recovering from his injury, or is this a strategic move? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more in-depth sports analysis. See you next time.